Hi guys, I'm Lauren and I'm here today to do the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I'm really excited to do this tag. This is one of my favorite videos to watch on any booktubers channel. I really like knowing what people don't like as much as what they do, so I hope you really enjoyed this video. And with that, let's get going. So the first question is a popular book or series that everyone liked but you didn't. For this, I'm gonna go with City of Fallen Angels, just because I know a lot of people really love the Mortal Instruments series. When it was at first a trilogy, I read the first three and I thought it wrapped up really nicely and I was so happy with the ending. I have the first three books right here just so you guys know, like, I really like this series. While I was excited that there was more in the series that I found out later, I tried City of Fallen Angels and it's just what did not thrill me. I might pick it up again because I heard that the sixth book in the series is excellent, so I might have to fight through the fourth and fifth book to get there. I am planning to reread the trilogy because the Shadowhunters show is on and I've been watching that, and every time I watch it I'm like, I should read City of Bones. Question 2, a popular book or series that everyone hates but you love. And for this one I'm gonna say The Fifth Wave because I feel like everybody on BookTube who has read that and talked about it just did not enjoy it at all, and I was the opposite. I haven't read the third book yet, so I don't know if the reveal is gonna ruin it or whatever, but I really loved the first book. And the second book, like, yeah, it wasn't as good as the first book, but it wasn't terrible either. Like, everyone just hated it. I feel like a lot of people were frustrated with the slow reveals and piecing it all together, and that's the part I like about it. It feels a lot like Twilight Zone-y, and you just kind of have to figure it out as you go, and I love all the different reveals that happen. Like, I didn't enjoy the romance that much, but like, I kind of had to deal with that with all the YA books that I read. I really like this book and I'm kind of sad that everyone else hates it. Question 3, a love triangle that didn't go your way. Okay, so with movies and TV shows, I tend to do more shipping of characters and get more invested in relationships. With books, I kind of just let the author take me where they want me to go. So I don't generally, when I'm reading a book, ship two characters together. If the author writes the canon relationship well and convincingly, I really don't care. I can't really answer this question because I don't usually ship characters in books. Number 4, a popular genre you never read. I'm gonna say contemporary and historical fiction for this. Contemporary less so because I've been picking up a couple more of those and I've really liked what I've read so far. I don't know what it is about historical fiction, it just doesn't interest me. I would rather read about a fictional world than something that happened in the past. So I'm sure there's great historical fiction books out there and I am trying to branch out, so let me know what historical fiction books I should pick up, but like, that's the genre I generally just stay away from. Question 5 is a popular character that you don't like that everyone else does, but I don't really have an answer for that, so I'm gonna flip it, and question 5 is gonna be a popular character that everyone hates that you like. And for this one, I'm gonna say America Singer from the Selection series. Everyone hates her, and I totally understand why you hate her because I was annoyed with her at certain points of the book. But what I really liked about America is that she is a flawed character. It's way too easy for the author to make the character super approachable and likable with like minor flaws, like, I don't know, like physical feature flaws rather than like personality flaws. And I really liked that America was just so stubborn sometimes. I just feel like it was a realistic way to write a character because I get really stubborn too. So I just think that America Singer is a really complex and interesting character who is really flawed, and I'm pleased with how well the author pulled that off in the Selection series. It's really hard to write a flawed character when you're writing in first person. Question 6, a popular author you just can't get into. For this one, I'm gonna say John Green. I did read and really enjoyed The Fault in Our Stars. I don't generally read contemporary, so it was kind of amazing that I even picked up Fault in Our Stars in the first place. I looked at his other books and I just have no interest in reading them. That doesn't seem entertaining or enjoyable to me. and I would rather spend my time reading some other books. Question 7, a book trope you're tired of seeing. I feel like everyone says this in this video, but I'm really done with love triangles because usually it makes no sense and you're basically cheating. But I'm gonna take this a little step further. I'm kind of done with romantic subplots in YA books. Unless the book is focused on romance, I get a little annoyed with romantic subplots because I feel like it's a distraction from the actual plot of the story. I just get tired of reading about like this girl discovers a whole new world she didn't know, and then she meets this guy and he's super hot and they fall in love while the world's falling, crumbling around them. And I'm just like, can we just save the world and not worry about falling in love? You don't have to have your main character fall in love with someone to have a complete story, so why is it in every YA book? Like, it just seems like a very formulaic way to write a book sometimes, and it annoys me a little bit. Question 8, a popular book or series you have no interest in reading. I have zero interest in reading the Outlander series. I know there's tons of people who love it, and if you love it, that's totally fine. I just have no interest in reading it. Yes, there's time travel in it, and that's why I was originally sort of interested in it, but it's all historical fiction. Like, it's not like a girl from the modern world going back in time that I could kind of get behind because I can connect with her a little bit. But like, she starts in the 1940s and then she goes back even further, and historical fiction, as I mentioned, is not my thing, so I just have no interest in reading that. Question 9, what book adaptation is better than the original? For this one, I'm gonna say The Big Short by Michael Lewis. It was interesting to see how the 2008 financial crisis actually happened, because I was pretty young at the time when it did happen, so I wasn't following it closely. So that part was interesting, but I feel like there was just too many different people in this book, and I always got them confused. It was just not approachable at all, and I was just like, I don't know who's talking to who and what's happening and anything. But then I saw the movie The Big Short, which won the Oscar for adapted screenplay, and it totally deserved it, and then everything suddenly made sense. Like, all the principal characters were laid out, the little explainer scenes in the movie were hilarious, and it was just a really good movie compared to my experience of the book. So, and that's the Unpopular Opinions book tag. If I hated on any of your favorite books, don't let that get you down. I just don't enjoy it. You can love it, and that's totally fine. Like, authors have to get paid somehow, so I'm glad they have you. I just am not interested in it. If you disagree with any of my opinions, go ahead and comment below and we'll have a good discussion about it. If you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button, and I am also on Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram, so hit me up on there. I'll see you next time. Bye!